rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, roll call please, Carol.
Steve Beardsley,
Present.
Mike Bright,
Present.
Brant Fuller,
Present.
Joe Palmer,
Present.
Megan Sheets is absent, Clarence Worthen,
Present.
Eric Woods.
Present.
Okay, up on the agenda are the minutes from March 28th, 2022 regular meeting. I think we just all got those, right?
I'll move to accept the minutes as presented. Second.
Any comments, questions? Roll call please, Carol.
Steve Beardsley,
Aye.
Mike Bright,
Aye.
Brant Fuller,
Aye.
Joe Palmer,
Aye.
Clarence Worthen,
Aye.
Eric Woods.
Okay, minutes are passed. Do we have any, okay, no public comments. Next on the agenda is ordinance number 22-04. Carol, do you want to talk to us a little bit about that? It's on first reading.
When the federal government gave out the American Rescue Plan funds, they accumulated the remainder of any entity that did not claim theirs, and then they divided that up in some fashion, and our portion of that is $6,788, which was not included in our original appropriation for the balance that we had already received. So we need to appropriate this amount as well. And jumping ahead a little bit to the next ordinance, we have included this 6788 in the total so that it is in the plan. Are there any questions?
We talked about it the last meeting a little bit, and that's what we decided would be the best way to go.
I'm gonna make a motion that we read 22-04 by title only.
I'll second.
Roll call please.
Steve Beardsley,
Aye.
Mike Bright,
Aye.
Brant Fuller,
Aye.
Joe Palmer,
Aye.
Clarence Worthen,
Aye.
Eric Woods.
Aye.
Additional appropriation ordinance number 22-04.
I'll move to pass ordinance 22-04 on first reading. Second.
Roll call please.
Steve Beardsley,
Aye.
Mike Bright,
Aye.
Brant Fuller,
Aye.
Joe Palmer,
Aye.
Clarence Worthen,
Aye.
Eric Woods.
Okay, then next meeting, we will have a public hearing on this and second reading. Next on the agenda is ordinance number 22-05. It's first reading. Do I have a motion to either read it in its entirety or title?
I'll make a motion to read it by title only. Second.
Roll call please.
Steve Beardsley,
Aye.
Mike Bright,
Aye.
Brant Fuller,
Aye.
Joe Palmer,
Aye.
Clarence Worthen,
Aye.
Eric Woods.
Aye.
Common Council, City of Frankfort, Indiana, ordinance number 22-05. An ordinance amending the City of Frankfort ARP Fund Plan.
I move we pass ordinance 22-05 on first reading.
I'll second.
Okay, did everyone have an opportunity to look through that? That's the way that we broke it down for this time, and there could be an amendment later. I know on the community programming, Board of Works is looking at a couple of different projects out of the 50,000. And then of course we have the aquatic center, police station, the golf carts, and then the remainder of that we just put under economic development and infrastructure for right now.
Did we ever find out if we can amend it by resolution, or does it have to be a 3-read ordinance?
It should be an ordinance, yes, on the plan.
We have the first and second, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Roll call please.
Steve Beardsley,
Aye.
Mike Bright,
Aye.
Brant Fuller,
Aye.
Joe Palmer,
Aye.
Clarence Worthen,
Aye.
Eric Woods.
Aye.
Okay, next on the agenda is old business. Does anyone have anything under old business this evening? Okay, next we have new business, and under new business, We have the approval of CF1s for Cunningham Realty Group. Do you want to talk just a little bit about that, Les, or it's actually, oh, here, okay. That's the appointments. So even though ownership has changed, we still have to.
Yes, the abatement follows the usage rather than the ownership, so the fact that this property has changed ownership should not affect the abatement process. As long as the SB1 items are complied with on the CF1 application, it should be okay.
And this is for the nickel plate flats.
I'll move to accept CF1 for Cunningham Realty Group.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Steve Beardsley.
Aye.
Mike Bright.
Aye.
Grant Fuller.
Aye.
Joe Palmer.
Aye.
Clarence Worthen.
Aye.
Eric Woods.
Okay, that passes. Next on new business, Joe, do you want to give us a redevelopment?
Yeah,
Financial report for
you have a
2021?
financial report from the RDC, and really, we are supposed to submit this to the council every year. You can look through it, it's just there. The RDC has accepted this. It's just a formality because then it has to go before, I think it goes back to the county to square everything up Wednesday, this coming Wednesday. So it was just brought, it's just brought to the attention. There's no actions that needs to be done from the council. It just had to be presented to the council.
Does anybody have any questions on this? I mean, it looks like the year-end balance is in good shape for the RDC.
Parker would have been here to present this, but he come down with the stomach flu, and I told him I didn't want to be around him, so.
I might entertain a motion to approve it, Mayor.
Okay. Would anyone like to make a motion to approve this financial update for the Frankfurt RDC?
So moved.
Second.
Who was that second, Grant?
Right. Okay, roll call, please.
Steve Beardsley.
Aye.
Mike Bright.
Since I'm on the RDC, can I still vote?
It's a good question.
Better, because there's gonna be two of us.
I think you can vote on this type of thing, yes.
Aye.
Grant Fuller.
Aye.
Joe Palmer.
Aye.
Clarence Worthen.
Aye.
Eric Woods.
Aye.
Okay, financial report is approved, and then Carol, I believe she files that with Gateway, right, or Reedy takes care of that
Somebody,
for you?
yeah,
Okay,
Reedy's gonna follow with somebody
okay,
Wednesday.
okay, sounds good.
He just needed to make sure it was in the minutes that it was presented to the council, so.
Okay, okay, sounds good, thank you. Jason, would you want to talk to us this evening a little bit about the paving and then the CCMG grant that we may have the opportunity to receive this year?
Paving's all finished for this first go round.
That was fast.
It was a long process. Weather didn't cooperate very well, cold, some days rainy, and milling process didn't really get affected by it, but obviously the paving process, we lost a few good days. And then obviously lost a few days to rain, but I did get an email and make sure you all were aware that the second, or the first phase, or first call of January that I applied for in January, at the end of January, we're supposed to hear something on the 19th of April. Should hear back something that day on what we got as far as this first call in 2022. And if you remember right, the one we just finished was the second call of 2021. This will be the first call of 2022. So we should hear something back there somewhere around the 19th. I guess usually they're pretty spot on when they give you that date. That's usually when they make that announcement. So that's what we're wondering.
I believe we asked for around 300 and some
We're
thousand.
about six.
For a total of
650.
650.
50.
They have any blacktop left?
You want
Still,
blacktop at?
still a few potholes around.
Yeah, we were out all day doing that today, so. But, yeah, we're, hopefully, this next go around, I know we did several large projects. So I think we had about 10 or 11, I think, on the list. I can't remember exactly right off the top of my head how much, but it'd be nice to be able to get Washington Street covered up and, down to Fudge, just so everybody's clear that is to Fudge, not to Mash Road. And then, obviously several others off Washington Avenue and some others over in the west end of town as well. So, we'll be over in a section in Joe's area, near Morrison Street. From there to the tracks is in real bad shape there. The old wake up station used to be, that section of Morrison Street right in front of the old Del Monte. So hopefully this will come true in our favor like we've had, and we'll be able to do some more sometime later on sometime. That's all I have.
Okay. Thank you, Jason. Thank you to you and your department for getting all the paving done for us. It was a great job. Scott, did you have anything you wanted?
No.
You just came to see us? Hey, good job though over the weekend, de-escalating a serious situation.
Thank you.
Proud of your department. Todd, Kent, do you have anything for us tonight? Nothing? Anybody else have anything?
I do.
Oh, Carol does.
Well, actually, I should have caught this during the minutes, but Joe Palmer was absent at the last meeting. He had a family emergency. So do we need to,
The last one or the one before that?
it was the last one that you weren't here, the
Okay.
328. Do we need to go,
Motion to amend the minutes.
okay, we need a motion to amend the minutes to reflect Joe's absence and abstention.
I'll make a motion. I wasn't here. No, I make a motion to amend it, reading that I was absent.
Do you have a second?
I'll second that.
I heard Clarence first.
Okay. Sorry, Mike. Okay, roll call please.
Steve Beardsley.
Aye.
Mike Bright.
Aye.
Brant Fuller. Joe Palmer.
Aye.
Clarence Worthen.
Aye.
Eric Woods.
Okay, motion passes. Does anybody have anything else? Okay, have a
So
great
moved.
meeting. Okay, so second, for a second. Brent. I didn't remember not being.
I really thought 2 meetings ago.